Hello, it is August 14th, 2024. I think I messed up my date on my last videos, but it is what it is. Today, I was able to get another layer onto the walls. So I'm pretty much up to where the floor needs to come up 36 inches and then 4 inches of minimum of stone, then 4 inches of foam for the insulation between the stones and the floor, and then 4 to 6 inches of concrete. So it's going to be somewhere in the middle of that block right there is where the floor is going to stop. I did run into some problems today, which took up a good portion of the day. The corners that Foxblock sent me were 1/8 of an inch too large. So when I was going around leveling it and making sure everything was good and straight and level, the corners had like little notches, and it took forever for me to figure it out, but it turned out that the corners were 1/8 of an inch too big. So all the straights were 16 inches and the corners were 16 and 1/8. So by the time I got to the third row, I was at like 1/4 of an inch, almost 3/8 high on the corner. So when the corner touched the next straight, it was like that much higher. And I was freaking out. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if I messed something up. So I stopped and I called Foxblock right away. And I was like, listen, something's wrong. And I think it's the corners because I measured them and they're all 1/8 of an inch too large. And he said, yeah, that's not correct. He said their mold is actually 16 and 1/8, and then it's supposed to shrink down to 16 inches after a little bit of time. Well, I've had these for about 3 weeks and they haven't shrunk. So his suggestion for right now, and he hasn't gotten back to me, but right now I shaved the blocks. So you can see them 4 high. That block I shaved and this block I shaved. That one I actually had to shave a 1/4 of an inch, and then this one just 1/8 of an inch, so that it kind of leveled out. With that being said, I think it's changing my game plan. I think I started thinking about this yesterday, that I'm gonna only take it up to about this level, and tomorrow my game plan is to the rebar down there, I'm actually gonna have that float off the ground 2 inches off the ground with zip ties. And then I'm also going to start putting the bracing on the inside of the wall and straightening these walls up so they are braced and straight and proper. I did all my measurements again. All my lengths are 36 inches, 56 inches, 56 inches, and the diagonals were 66 and 7/8, which from corner to corner makes it square. So I think I'm on track. I just gotta alter my plan a little bit. I'm gonna get to this point, brace it all up, and then put vertical rebar down in, and call the plumber, get the electric stuff done. And once I got the rough holes for the plumbing, electric, and the well to come into the house, at that point I'm gonna pour concrete just to this level, so that I can backfill this with stone, fill in these crevices with stone, and once this is level, then I can bring my scaffolding in here and keep going up to the second floor level. So that's my game plan. It was a very hot day, and I wasted a lot of time with these corners, but it is what it is. Sometimes it's God's plan and I just gotta go with it, right? All right, I'm gonna go get a shower and get ready for tomorrow. Peace.